when the world's eyes were on giant companies like Tesla and BYD, which were introducing one electric vehicle after another. No one had imagined that India would quietly make such a big bang that would shake the entire global EV industry. Yes, India has recently launched an electric car whose price has surprised even auto experts around the world. The price of this mini EV in India has been kept at only about $2,999. About 1.75 lakh rupees. Now you must be thinking a car at such a low price. That too electric, is this a joke? But no, this is the reality. This small-looking car has forced the big contenders to think that how did India do this? While the price of even Tesla's entry-level car is in thousands of dollars, India not only changed the thinking of the common man by making an ultra-affordable EV, but also explained the real meaning of technology, more innovation at a lower price. Now the question arises that how does this car run despite being so cheap? What technology has been used in it that has made it so economical and powerful? To know this, watch the video further. But before that, if you want to get such amazing technology updates first, then definitely subscribe to the channel. Before we know about the world's cheapest EV of India, let us see where the EV market of India is going. The speed with which India has turned towards electric vehicles in the last few years is not just a trend, but a big transition. Earlier on, hearing the name of E5, people used to have questions in their minds. Will it run properly? Xenia, where will I find a charging station? Xenia, will the battery not get damaged? Now the same people are seen standing in line outside EV showrooms. That is now, the trust and demand for EV has increased in the country. If we talk about last year, that is, 20 to 23, then India made a new record in terms of EV sales. In 2023, a total of more than 15 lakh electric vehicles were sold in the country, which includes two-wheelers, three-wheelers, and four-wheelers. This figure is about 50% more than 2022. This simply means that people are now considering EVs as a real alternative to petrol and diesel. The biggest role in this is of government schemes and subsidies like FAME 2, under which there is a direct discount on the purchase of electric vehicles. Along with this, many state governments have also made EV policies which provide discounts on expenses like road tax and registration charges. Now talking about the segment, the best-selling EVs are still two-wheelers such as scooters like Ola, Ather, TVS, and Bachatak. But, surprisingly, the sales of four-wheeler EVs are also increasing rapidly. Tata Motors is at the forefront of this race. Its Nexon EV and Tigor EV were well liked by the people. Apart from this, vehicles like MGZ and Hyundai Kona are also getting good response. Even Mahindra has now entered the EV market with XUV 400. Now, if we talk about global positioning, even though India is still behind countries like Tesla and BYD in EV production, its growth rate is the fastest in the world. According to a report, India is now moving towards becoming the third largest market in the world in terms of EV sales after China and America. While China sells crores of EVs every year, auto companies are now eager to invest in India given India's population and growth potential. Apart from this, India is now also focusing on its own battery technology and charging network. Manufacturing plants for lithium-ion batteries are being built in the country, and institutions like NITIOG are doing long-term planning regarding EV. Ola has planned its own gigafactory where everything from scooters to cars will be made in-house. And this is the reason why India is no longer just becoming a country that buys EVs, but also a country that manufactures EVs. Nowadays, EV dealerships are opening, even in small cities of the country. The number of charging stations is also increasing rapidly. You will now find EV charging points everywhere in metro, highway, mall, office parking. This means that EV is no longer just a thing of the future. It has become a part of our present. Yakuza mini electric car, $2.99. Now let's know about that mini EV car of India, which has shaken the entire EV market. Its name is Yakuza Mini Electric. car which costs only $2.99, by around 1,75,000 rupees. Yes, you heard it right. A full electric car at such a low price that not only runs on the roads but also meets the biggest need of today's urban traffic. When the world was talking about futuristic vehicles of Tesla and BYD, then India quietly launched this mini car and showed that innovation does not only come in expensive prices, but also with the right thinking and grounded technology. The first thing that comes to mind after seeing the Yakuza EV is its compact body and simple but smart design. This car is not very big, but has been deliberately kept small so that it can be easily driven on the narrow streets and traffic-filled roads of crowded cities. Its size is such that you can park it anywhere, whether it is near the metro station or in the small lane of the house, and that is why it proves to be perfect for today's city life. Now, talking about its look. According to its price, this car does not look cheap at all. Its look from the front is clean and modern. LED-style headlights, little chrome touch, and curvy body give it a fresh appeal. It does not look like a local vehicle has been lifted and converted into an EV. In this, you get to see both hard work and understanding of design. Optional colors like white, red, and silver are also available, which makes it attractive for the youth as well. Its body style may be simple, but the finishing and paint quality have made it equal to the global entry-level EV. The biggest strength of this car is that it is small but big in work. That is, the Yakuza EV easily fulfills all the requirements of a common urban person: less space to operate, less maintenance, and adequate distance to commute to office or college every day. Its small size makes it unique in the crowd of conventional cars, and where other big EV cars get stuck in traffic, the Yakuza EV easily passes through. This is why it is becoming the best option for delivery partners, students, solo travelers, and small business owners. It is not just about its size or price. It is about the thought with which it has been designed. The main focus was more convenience at less cost, and the Yakuza has done it. Its large door mirrors, good ground clearance, and 13-inch compact tires make it perfect for Indian roads. Whether you want to use it in small towns or metro cities, it does its job without any hindrance everywhere. Many people may say, "What fun will there be in such a small car?" But the truth is that in today's times, when petrol prices are skyrocketing and parking has become a nightmare, cars like the Yakuza EV are the real game changers. It is small in appearance, but its impact has caught the attention of the whole world. How is it so cheap? Secret strategy to cut costs. Now the biggest question is, how did such a cheap EV come? While other companies charge up to 10 to 12 lakhs for even a small EV, how did the Yakuza Mini EV come for just $2.99? 1E, around 1,75,000 rupees? Has any raw material been used in it? Is its performance compromised? So the answer is no. Actually, there is some very smart and indigenous planning behind its price being so low. This is called the secret strategy to cut costs. Let's understand in simple language how this happened. The first and most important thing is local production. The Yakuza EV is completely made in India. No expensive part was ordered from China, nor any fancy foreign feature was added to it. This directly saved huge costs like import duty and shipping. And when a company does all its parts and assembly in India itself, then everything from labor cost to material cost becomes economical. This is why its price goes directly to the customer's benefit. The second big reason is its micro-component strategy. While other expensive EVs use advanced sensors, AI systems, large infotainment, and high-performance motors, Yakuza EV thought people need a reliable everyday vehicle, not something fancy. With this thought in mind, simple and efficient components have been used in it. For example, the motor has been made stable and economical instead of very high speed and power. The battery is small but has been smartly balanced so that range is also available and charging is also quick. Instead of an expensive touchscreen, simple meters and indicators have been used. That is what is necessary has been kept. Everything else has been removed. The third and most interesting point is its assembly process. While the assembly line of big car companies is based on machines and robots worth crores, Yakuza has adopted the Disi jugged model of more output at less cost. Small factory, limited but trained staff, and straightforward manufacturing. Everything is designed in such a way that there is no wastage and less time is taken. For example, if you want to open a machine, there are only 5 screws instead of 25, meaning it is easy to make and repair parts, and the cost also reduces. Another thing that helps in making it cheap is self-dependence. Yakuza has tried to make all these things battery pack, motor, controller in India itself. This has made the supply chain faster, and lead time, i.e. wastage of time, has also reduced. Just think where companies like Tesla have to bring material from China and send it to America. Yakuza's entire system is here in India. The result, huge reduction in cost. Now many people think that how will such a cheap thing last? But the truth is that this car has been made according to the needs of the common man. Short range, low maintenance, easy charging, and affordable budget. There are no high-tech gadgets, no unnecessary luxuries, just a simple but reliable vehicle that takes you from A to B without emptying your pocket. It is proved that EV is not just a hobby of the rich. It is also a common man's right. Now the question arises that despite such simple components and low price, how is its range, battery, and performance? Will it really be able to meet everyday needs? Battery and charging technology. Now let's talk about the battery and charging technology of the Yakuza Mini EV, which is the backbone of this vehicle. Be it any EV, the first question of people is how far will it run? Logically, how long will it take to charge? Xenia, is the battery durable or will it wear out quickly? Xenia, and most importantly, is it safe? So, let's understand the answers to all these in simple, easy, and common language. First of all, let's know how much distance this EV can cover in one full charge. The range of the Yakuza Min EV is being said to be around 120 to 150 kilometers. Now, some people may think that this is less, but just think this car is made for daily use within the city. Not for long. Highway trips like going to office, dropping children to school, bringing goods from the market, or doing delivery work. A range of 100 to 150 kilometers is perfect for all these. And the interesting thing is that its battery is so light and smartly designed that the total weight of the car is also less, and the running is smooth. Now let's come to the charging time. It takes about 6 to 7 hours to fully charge this car. If you are charging it with a normal household charger, that is, put it on, charge at night, and get ready to drive in the morning just like a mobile phone. And if you use the fast charger provided by the company, then this car can be charged up to 80% in about 3 hours. The special thing is that its charging system has been made according to local Indian needs. That is, it can handle problems like voltage fluctuations or power cuts. Well, now let's talk about its battery technology. Lithium iron phosphate, LFP battery has been used in Yakuza Mini EV. This is the same technology that brands like Tesla have now started using in their affordable models. LFP batteries are special because they do not heat up too much, are more durable, and most importantly, there is very little risk of fire or overheating. Also, the life cycle of LFP batteries, that is, the number of times they can be charged and discharged, is also high. That means a long-lasting battery without any fear. Yakuza EV has not compromised in terms of fire safety and thermal protection either. It has thermal insulation and heat management system around the battery, so that if the outside temperature becomes high, the battery cools down itself. This feature is very important for countries like India, where the heat sometimes goes above 45 degrees. Also, a battery management system BMS has been installed, which monitors the health, temperature, and charging level of the battery at all times. If any danger is felt, the system automatically gives a warning or stops charging. Another important point is that its battery is portable and replaceable. This means that if there is any problem with the battery in the future, there is no need to replace the entire vehicle. Only the battery can be replaced separately. And because these batteries are being manufactured in India, the cost also remains under control. Moreover, due to local battery supply, there is no need to wait long for warranty claim or replacement. The battery and charging system of Yakuza EV have been designed in such a way that it not only fits in the pocket of the common man, but can also withstand heat, traffic, and daily stress. It has proved that affordable EV does not just mean cheap. It can also be smart, sustainable, and safe technology. Talking about the features now, when you are getting a full EV at such a low price, the biggest question that arises is, does it have any useful features? Or is it just a car for namesake? Let us tell you the simple and honest thing. The Yakuza Mini E-Vive has been designed in such a way that it has the necessary features, but the price of the car does not increase due to unnecessary show-off, that is. Whatever a daily driver needs only that has been included in it. And this thinking makes it special. First of all, let's talk about its dashboard and screen. Now, you will think whether there is a touch screen in it. So, the answer is yes, but this is not a big 10-inch fancy screen. The Yakuza EV has a basic smart display which clearly shows important information like your speed, battery level, range, and indicator. This screen is small but is completely digital and shows every important information clearly. Apart from this screen also supports drive mode, charging status, and some basic settings. Now let's come to Bluetooth and music system. In this budget, you get a basic music system which includes both USB and Bluetooth connectivity. You can connect your mobile and play music, attend calls, and also use low-level voice commands, meaning the connectivity required for today's youth and daily users has been kept in mind. The quality of the speaker in it is not very high-end, but is quite decent according to its price and is absolutely fine for everyday needs. Now let's talk about those features which no one expects from such a cheap car. But Yakuza EV surprised people. It also has reverse camera and parking assist line guidance. Imagine if you see a live view of the rear on the screen and guidance line while parking in a car worth 1,75,000 rupees. Can anything be more practical than this? Especially when the parking space in cities is equal to half the car itself. Then this feature becomes very useful. This helps a lot for new drivers or senior citizens to drive. In terms of safety, the Yakuza Mini E-Vive also has some basic but useful features such as safety belt reminder, dual lock system, and battery cutoff protection so that the battery can be disconnected immediately during charging or in an emergency. Also, it has a digital locking system which requires both the code and the key to start the vehicle. This feature is useful to prevent theft. Now the question is, does one get any luxury touch at such a low price? The answer is small but smart, such as premium-type seat covers, dual-tone interior, and LED instrument lights that look good at night. There is also a basic version of air conditioning that gives decent cooling in summers. Features like power windows and central locking are also available in the top variants. Who is making it? Company name and background. Now that this Yakuza EV has caught everyone's attention, one question is going around in everyone's mind. Who is making it? Is it an old automobile company that has stepped towards EV, or a new startup that has made a grand entry? So, let's know the real story behind it. The name Yakuza Auto sounds a bit foreign, but it is a completely Indian company that has set out to make its mark in the low-budget EV segment. This company is not a very old or famous brand, but a new Indian startup that dreamed of making affordable and durable electric vehicles and also fulfilled it. While other big companies were taking EV to a luxury or high-end market, Yakuza Auto thought, why not bring this technology within the reach of the common man? And this is where the story of Yakuza Mini EV began. Now compare it with Chinese mini manufacturers like Wuling, Baojan, or Changi. They are also known for making cheap EVs. But their models either do not suit Indian roads or the duty and customs are so expensive to import into India that the price doubles. Yakuza Auto found this gap and localized the entire design, assembly, and production in India. This means that the cost also reduced and the car became perfect for Indian roads and conditions. Now let's talk about the purpose of this car. Who has it been designed for? So the simple answer is those people who earlier only dreamt of buying a car, like students, delivery boys, small business people, tutors, medical representatives, or those who have to travel a little bit every day but are troubled by the price of petrol. Yakuza E-Vive is made for those whose life runs on the roads, but the pocket does not allow them to buy a new car. This car is ideal for single users. It is small, easily parked, simple to drive, and maintenance is almost negligible, but it is not limited to single people. If you are a small family, husband, wife, and a child, then also this car is enough for your daily chores. Be it dropping your child to school, going to office, or buying vegetables from the market in the evening, everything can be done easily. Now let's talk about the government and EV policy. The Yakuza EV has become a living example of the master plan that is being implemented to promote EV in India. Taking advantage of schemes like FAME, 2 subsidies from state governments, and tax exemptions for EVs, Yakuza Auto has made a car that is not only economical, but also fulfills the objective of the government's EV policy. This is not just a business. It is a mission to provide cheap and sustainable transport to every person in India. Local innovation has a tremendous role in this. The country's engineers have collectively chosen technologies that give more output at a lower cost. Be it the battery design, the motor setup, or the charging system, everything has been molded according to the Indian mindset and the country's needs. The Yakuza Min EV is not a fancy, expensive car. It is a thought that technology should not be just a thing for the rich, but should also be the right of the common people. And this thought encouraged an Indian startup to do what the world's biggest companies were still thinking about: global reaction chaos in the international market. When the news of the Yakuza Mini came out that India has launched a full electric car for just $2,999, about 1,75,000 rupees, there was a stir at the global media. The car that was quietly made for the people in India suddenly became the headline of news portals around the world. This news spread across international media platforms like CNN, Bloomberg, TechCrunch, The Verge. It was being written everywhere. India launches the most affordable electric car in the world. Bringing an EV at such a low price was not just a price-breaker move. It was a direct message to those big companies who were kings in the EV market. Especially for companies like Tesla and BYD who were planning for their affordable models, the Yakuza EV became a warning bell for them, because this car has shown that if there is a right strategy and local production is promoted, then it is absolutely possible to bring EV within the reach of the common man. While Tesla has been talking about bringing Model 2 for $25,000, India has given EV at 10 times less than that. This is the reason why auto experts are now discussing whether India is going to become the next EV manufacturing hub. Will these small cars be exported to other countries of Africa, South America, and Asia and eat up the market share of big companies? All these questions are now standing in front of big brands: government support, EV subsidy, and Make in India. Now that we are talking about Yakuza Min, the support of the government of India also has a big role in it. If the government had not taken such strong steps regarding EV, then perhaps this car would never have come at this price. First of all, let's talk about the FAME2 scheme. This is a government scheme under which direct incentives are given on electric vehicles. That is when you buy an EV, the government pays some part itself so that there is less impact on your pocket. And Yakuza EV also got the direct benefit of this incentive. Apart from this, state governments are also now making EV-friendly policies. Facilities like road tax waived, registration charge free, fast tag free are being provided. In some states, separate subsidy is being given for EV charging so that more and more people move towards electric. The effect of all this was that startups like Yakuza got a way to move forward. There is another big thing here: the role of Make in India. The entire assembly, battery and motor of Yakuza EV, everything has been made in India itself. This saved import duty. Secondly, local jobs were also created. And thirdly, the price of the car remained so under control that even the common man could think of buying it. That is, Make in India is not just a slogan. It has now become a reality. Now, if we talk about Green India vision, then Yakuza EV is a part of it. India's dream is that in the coming few years, most of the vehicles should be electric, so that not only dependence on petrol is reduced, but pollution also decreases, and this is possible only when EVs are cheap, durable, and within the reach of every common citizen. Yakuza EV is a strong step towards that future. Now it is clear that Yakuza EV is not just a cheap vehicle. It is a big change. This is the combined result of India's technological strength, government support, and the needs of the common people. And if such innovations continue, the day is not far when India will export EVs to the whole world. If you find this information useful and want to be the first to know about such EV innovations, technology breakthroughs, and Desi Jugad, then subscribe to the channel, because here you get real down to earth technology talk first and in the simplest language.